Okay, Five of Fire. A little chaos and conflict here. Some drama. Yeah, I do see feeling a little overwhelmed. A lot happening too fast. But I see movement and momentum. So there could be some things that are a little overwhelming right now. Yeah, so I feel someone here feeling a little drained. Probably just fed up. Yeah, so I feel there's a situation here with a Four of Water. I feel like you've got this incoming energy, maybe even multiple things happening. But like I feel, it's an energy of feeling drained. I feel it's an energy of thanks but no thanks kind of energy here. Yeah, Queen of Air, Two of Earth, and an Emperor. So there's an Emperor energy here. So I feel some of you, you could be the Emperor, you could be the Queen of Air, or these could just be people around you. Look at this, weighing the pros and the cons. There's an inner struggle. Someone's kind of should I or shouldn't I here. It has to do with some sort of truth. Someone's speaking truth. This is someone being very wise, but it's a message of telling you to trust your inner knowing, your inner wisdom. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. And then you have the Emperor. Yeah, someone here is back and forth. Should I or shouldn't I? Some of you may have multiple things going on too, like I feel kind of juggling here. So, like I say, it looks like it's overwhelming. Why is that Five of Fire here? Let me use this deck. Why is the Five of Fire? Some competitive energy. Someone maybe, something has ended. So there is an ending. It's as often internal struggle. Something has ended. Someone's moved on, been there, done that. So it looks like you've either cut someone out or someone else has. But it has to do with truth. Yeah, you got someone here is not taking responsibility or pulling their weight in a situation, or someone's just not reliable. It could be someone who's ignored you. Maybe they're just not reliable. It could be someone giving advice as well. Little inner struggle here, I feel like. Yeah, so something has ended painfully. A painful period in your life is over. See, now I feel someone's rising like the phoenix from the ashes. I feel like someone's telling you something, or someone has cut someone out. But there's somebody here who's wise, is giving advice. It has to do with someone who's ended a situation. Now, it could be someone feeling responsible, but baggage is being released because someone is rising like the phoenix from the ashes, getting ready for something new. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Air. Who is this Queen of Air? Yeah, this is someone here figuring things out. The player getting played maybe, but like I say, being wise. All isn't what it seems. Someone here, I feel there was a person here who was kind of should I or shouldn't I, but this is someone who feels someone's speaking the truth, but the other person's feeling like they're not being honest. It's like the feminine isn't being honest, but yet they're speaking truth. Someone's telling someone about this truth. Yeah, things are being figured out. It's a person who wants to win, but it's often a person who's insecure. Deep insecurity. Someone's trying to figure something out. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, it's a person who keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, someone who's trapped in their thoughts, trapped in their head, back and forth. It could be someone who is being sneaky, juggling. But whatever's happened, you've got an Emperor here, which tells me it's positive. And it's going to end out positive, because this is someone who's rising like the phoenix from the ashes. This is someone putting an end of someone. Somebody who was cruel. Okay, like I say, there was someone who was being really cruel. It's something somebody said. Somebody said something really harsh. I feel this is another person, because that's why it ended. So this is someone who was kind of trapped in their head. And I feel there was chaos, conflict, a lot of drama, and it happened fast. So this is somebody who had a lot on their plate. They were busy, all this going on. So now let's have a look at the Emperor. Who is this Emperor, and what is it that they want? Oops. This is someone here. Yeah, they want to be happy. This is, oh yeah, they want to take the lead. This is someone taking control of a situation. This is someone moving away from this. This person's ended something with someone, and I feel this is the other person, somebody who was really cruel. or someone's cut someone out because they were. But you got a person here, and it's someone who kind of was trapped in they felt kind of trapped in their head, their thoughts, but now they're taking control. It's someone putting on the brakes, though. So, right, putting on the brakes, taking another look at this situation. But this is someone this is the masculine who's taken their power back, but it could be a feminine. For some of you, it's the other way around. Okay, where you cut someone out because they were being sneaky. But this is a person coming in to take the lead. They're taking control of the situation. So this is somebody who's determined to win here. This person's winning. This is somebody who's winning. Put it that way. It's a masculine energy. It's the emperor. This is someone who's now in control. Yeah, you can see this is someone, there's a victory. And it's also an energy where this wasn't, but I feel this could be somebody who was very harsh, very cruel. Yeah, like I say, it could go that way, but for some of you, it's yourself who's cut someone out here, and this person could be finding that out, that you cut somebody out. It's over. It's done. Chaos, drama, too much drama. Yeah. There could be some jealousy here, too. So there could be someone who, like I say, someone being sneaky, telling someone something because they're jealous too. So this is someone giving, see, it's about attention. It's about chasing. This is someone moving away. They're not going after this person. They're taking control. Yeah, this is someone who wants to connect. They want to talk. They want to have a conversation. So I got to figure out who this is. I feel there's only two scenarios here. I mean, it's one way or the other. And you've either cut someone out, or you've got somebody here who's being sneaky, who's wise, who knows something that's going on, but there's jealousy. And they're trying to control something. But this person's figuring it out. I think the player's about to get played. Put it that way. Uh-oh. Yeah, because you got a person who wants to communicate. Two of Cups. Definitely a friends first. It's a soulmate connection. Tell me about this Seven of... Yeah, it has to do with someone making a choice here. See, a passionate new beginning, a spark, attraction. Someone's telling someone something here. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. Oh, this is complicated. Yeah, you got a person who's rising like the phoenix from the ashes. They're coming in to take control, literally leveling up, using all their power. Someone's about to make a powerful move. But this is someone, and for some of you, like I say, they're taking their power back from someone. So this energy right here has a dual energy. But you can see Seven of Swords, all isn't what it seems. The player's getting played, but this isn't the player. This is someone taking their power back from someone. See, it wasn't successful. It was something that wasn't meant to be. This is someone planning, preparing, hoping for the best, moving towards success. They're successful in this. Yeah, this is someone who's successful. They're having success, but they don't see. So it could be someone comparing you to someone else. This could be someone was cruel. They said something. Something very cruel. But yet you can see this person, they're figuring something out. This person's determined to win, though, but like I say, all isn't what it seems for this person. So tell me about the king. Now there could be a player where some of you have cut someone out and then you have an emperor coming in. This could be different people. But tell me about this King of Wands. Somebody here who keeps doing the same thing. So it's possible it is yourself, but I'm seeing you having a passionate beginning. There's a spark, attraction. Yeah, some of you have been waiting. See, waiting, now looking elsewhere. See, waiting, doing a lot of thinking. But yeah, it looks like you've got someone who comes in and then puts on the brakes. If they don't get what they want, they get it from someone else. So you have had a player, a juggler, someone who juggles, they go back and forth. They come back in and do the same thing. This person's another person. This is someone coming in. This is not the same person. No, they're taking control. Yeah. This emperor, what is this emperor's intent? They want to have a conversation. They want to talk. They're making a choice. Yeah, they're trusting their intuition. They're wise. Their inner knowing. You probably know who this is. If you don't, It's possible you won't see this coming, but I feel like you will. But they are ready. Something has ended. See, the sun is starting to shine. They're rising like the phoenix. They're looking at this new beginning. This is someone ready. Because it's something, it's done, whatever it is. A cycle ending. It has to do with something bothering, but there's something bothering this person about a communication and this incoming energy. See, it's bothering them. And the only way to resolve this is for this person to come in and take control. Yeah, they're keeping this to themselves too. They're not saying anything. They're not telling anybody. Yeah, they're wise, very, very wise, keeping it to themselves. Privacy too. Yeah, yeah. This person's stable, very grounded, very stable. They're planning, preparing. See, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. But I feel this, they've either taken their power back from someone who is in this energy, or there's someone here who's jealous, and all isn't what it seems, someone who's giving advice. Because it's an energy of waiting for the one. Some of you have been waiting for this. And now you're looking elsewhere, or they are. It could be that way. It's often where the ship has sailed, it's too late. But there's a situation about to come to fruition, because it has to do with choosing the one. And it could be someone who was comparing you to someone else. It's possible you spoke some kind of truth, and this person felt something was sketchy here. But if you are dealing with someone sketchy who keeps coming back around, I feel like you're looking elsewhere. Yeah. In other words, yeah, see, being very confident. So there's someone here who's confident. Someone's being really brave and being confident here. And I feel it's this King of Wands. Taming the beast within themselves, but it's also kindness and compassion. So someone's finding something out, and they can't stop thinking about you. I can tell you that right now. It could be forgiveness. Yeah, but it's an energy of a person who's their inner strength. This is someone very strong, very determined to win. So they're, like I say, they're grounded. They're looking into the future. Yeah, you've got a Queen of Pentacles here too. Look at that. Somebody who's stable. Someone's finding something out, or someone's telling them. But like I say, I feel there could be some, and it could be this person trying to come back in because they're jealous. They're finding out there's something new, because there's an ending. Every ending leads to a new beginning. Yeah, you got a person going to reach out here. Yeah, they're going to reach out. See, I feel some of you, the ship has sailed. It's like you already have your eye on the one for the feminine, but it's both of you. You got the power couple coming together here. Ooh, I'm loving this. And then I just dropped the World. So this means someone's moving on. There's change coming. It's someone who keeps coming back around doing the same thing. So pay attention to the signs and the signals. They're going to caution you. One of these people, see, all isn't what it seems. Is somebody here who maybe wants to be friends first. And I do see that energy, friends first. So I feel there's two. You know who both of these are, I feel. It's telling you to pay attention to the signs and the signals. Someone here's coming back around doing the same thing, the player. And then you've got this other person coming in. It's possible they know. Someone may have said something. Maybe there's friends of friends or something here. But I feel like this is someone planning and preparing. Yeah, releasing a situation that no longer serves. But this is someone's hopes and dreams. This is someone hoping for a miracle. Yeah, you see, that it's mutual, that you feel the same. But I feel there's a mutual friend, someone that there's some sort of jealousy, someone up to something, playing games, player, or someone's telling you that someone is. So just be cautious of what someone tells you. Yeah, you can see a situation that's sudden. You're not going to see this coming, okay? This Tower. But it's a person pulling the rug out from someone, and they're letting go. Yeah, they're releasing something here. Every ending, see the Tower, yep, they're letting go of someone who's sneaky, they're up to something. This could be a mutual friend, okay, or somebody who wants to be friends and they actually want more. But be careful of that, because this is somebody who comes in. If they don't get what they want from one person, they get it from someone else. And that's why. But this Emperor is taking control. This is somebody who's going to, like, I feel you know who this is, but this is someone kind of keeping it to themselves because they're planning and preparing. They're getting ready to execute something here. See, the sneaky. This is somebody here. I think the player's about to get played, put it that way. But all isn't what it seems with the other person, so you have to really be wise here. Don't be afraid to, like I say, speak up, be confident, speak your mind. If you speak your mind to somebody and then they get angry and walk away, that's your, or they get upset with you, that's going to be your player. Yeah, but like I say, all isn't what it seems. The player is about to get played. That's what I feel is happening. Yeah, because someone's been keeping a secret, keeping things to themselves. They're hiding something here. What are they hiding? This is someone not showing their true self. I'm going to do the Emperor next. Yeah, this is the person who's ended something. See, it's keeping a secret. They've ended it. It's over. They got cut out. They didn't get what they wanted from this person. That person cut them out. Now they're going to come towards you. So if you know who this is, this may not resonate with everyone. Now tell me about this Emperor. See, it's an energy of someone who trusts their inner knowing, sees the bigger picture. Someone here sees the bigger picture. They're seizing the day too, the opportunity. So, but this is someone who takes pride in everything they do. And they're preparing. And they're taking the lead. Let's have a look at the Emperor. What does this Emperor want? What do they want? Yeah, they want to clear out this hurt and heartache. Yeah, they're clearing out. They're moving away from this heartache. I actually feel there's a little jealousy too. So, like I say, there's a little bit of player getting played. There's a little bit of a competitive energy here. People competing. Possibly, yeah, but you can see stability. This is somebody who wants something stable. They want love, basically, but it's somebody who's this is the person who's taken their power back from someone who was very cruel. There was a lot of hurt. Now, maybe this is somebody, all isn't what it seems. Maybe they hurt you, compared you to this person. Something may have started the same here. This is complicated. Tell me more about the Emperor. They are stable. They want to partner up. They're reliable too. This is someone here wasn't reliable. Yeah, they're offering you the Pentacle. They come in right. So, like I say, one of these people is going to come in right. The other one isn't. But it does kind of look like some of you, all isn't what it seems with this person because they're finding something out, a shock. And it could be this person telling them something here. It's about holding a torch. Someone here has maybe been holding a torch. But I see a spark, a passionate new beginning. See, this is the new beginning, rising like the phoenix. That's this person. Oh, yeah, they're very powerful. They're making a powerful move. Yeah, they're going to be asking you out. This person's coming forward here. They're going to talk to you. They want to talk. They're taking this action, you see. Like I say, and it could be someone who's finding out. Possibly finding out they're jealous, but they're going to come back around and do the same thing. But both of them are in the energy of thinking. See, it's an energy of a lot of thinking. You're probably thinking the same thing as this person if you know who they both are. I feel like you probably do by the looks of the energy here. But this is someone keeping it to themselves. They're not telling anybody. It's between the two of you. You're going to find a secret. Someone here knows. Yeah, and it's like I say, someone who's up to something here. But I think this is someone who wants to talk to you alone. And they're planning and preparing. Hopeful, hoping you feel the same. But they are releasing. This is someone letting go. Willingly letting go. But I'm not so 100% sure all who's who, because you can see player getting played, a shock. Someone's shocked. Now, either you have figured this person out, and this is likely what's happened. You figured them out. They were back and forth. or you just called them out on something, or maybe even called them a player. So somebody here, it almost looks like somebody was defeated here. Someone's ego took a massive hit. So, but yeah, I mean, and then you can see the ending. Someone is keeping something to themselves here, a secret, to do with an ending. But you can see all the confusion, illusion. See, this is somebody here. This is someone going to be being exposed. But it could be, if you are the person who stood up to this person, you felt confident, okay, and you said something. Now, the Seven of Swords is often someone with deep insecurities. So it's like they're trying to figure out if you feel the same, and they may go about it the wrong way, because all isn't what it seems. But it's here twice. So, like I say, someone here is kind of feeling defeated here, because I feel their ego took a hit. But I feel it's over. For you, for this one energy, it's over. It's something over. The ship has sailed. I don't think you're reciprocating. Yeah, the ship has sailed. You no longer see a future with this person. This is someone you were waiting for. But what's happening is you got somebody who's definitely feeling a little bit more confident here. Yeah, so you got a person here who's kind of, like I say, it's going to come in out of the blue, likely a bit of a shock. You might not see it coming, but I feel like it's telling you to prepare. And I feel some of you are already kind of prepared for this. It's like you already know. Your intuition's peaking. It's very powerful. So trust your intuition. But yeah, a situation here is definitely over. Releasing. Or someone's going to come in and tell you they've ended a situation. Okay, and they're coming back around. Be very cautious with that person. But I feel like you actually have a real emperor here who, and I feel like you're going to see the bigger picture yourself. But if this is another person, a friend of a friend, I see it, a mutual friend, may be jealous too for some of you. So watch out for that. See, somebody here's got good morals and values, but you have a person who's going to come in and do the same thing as they did before. They keep doing the same thing. They're sneaky. So to me, it's like this could be your a masculine taking their power back from a feminine who's doing this. This is somebody who can be very cruel. This is often cruel. Someone who's really harsh. You know, so that's the scenario there. But I feel for a lot of you, it's just somebody doesn't have very good morals and values, the way they conduct themselves, a habit. They keep doing the same thing again. So one of these people actually has good morals and values, and you're held in very high regard regardless. But this could be even a feminine energy in that Emperor energy, possible Aries energy, Scorpio, someone who's very powerful, taking their power back. But like I say, fool me once, twice, three times. That's why I feel. See, you've got someone more stable coming in. And you can see the bigger picture. This is something going to make you happy. Or there's something this person's finding out from someone's making them happy. They're taking control. So you can definitely flip this. But it's an energy of someone here who comes in looking for attention. If they don't get it from you, they get it from someone else. So it could be that person who's cut them out. But you can see someone planning, preparing, hoping for success. And I'm actually seeing a victory. So you're on the victory lap. There's been a bit of a journey here. But yeah, this person, like I say, you're going to have a conversation. You're going to keep things to yourself. So I feel like you know what this is probably about, because your intuition's telling you. But this person also very intuitive, and I do see something very spiritual. Someone's been on a bit of a spiritual journey. So just be careful of anyone who is a player, sneaky energy. But you may, decide to hear somebody out. But I feel like you've got a person who's planning and preparing, hoping for the best. The miracle. The star, their hopes and dreams, everything they could ever want. Yeah, someone's letting go of some baggage too. It's also an energy of someone who's stable and reliable. It's about being reliable. Someone who takes responsibility. See, one of these people isn't going to take responsibility for their actions. Fool me once, twice, three times. The other person comes in right off the get-go. So that's why I feel there's two. Yeah, the person who rushes in and then they run away. And they keep doing it. So they're not reliable. One of them's not reliable. One of these people is. They are faithful, loyal. One of them is not faithful. They know you've probably found them out or somebody told you. So, but I feel there's a person, masculine, who's taken their power back to somebody who wasn't loyal to them. But I'm seeing this loyal friend and friend of a friend too. So someone's finding something out about that. And they hold you in high regard. So it's an energy of someone who's, you know, and I do feel for some of you the player's getting played. So if there is a jealous frenemy or something that's giving you bad advice or trying to tell someone something negative, that's how that'll work out. They're going to be the one left behind. But you can see this is where someone sees you in a favorable light. I see a whole new cycle. Yeah, someone's tempering their passions, emotions, preparing. You got a masculine preparing here, making a head and heart decision. But like I say, it's telling you to prepare, to be patient. Yeah, this is someone who's definitely single. So this is someone who's been preparing themselves, getting single. See, cutting someone out. See, it's an energy of an ending here. Yeah, they're manifesting. They have everything they need, the tools, the information. But watch out for the person who manipulates. But I got a sneaking suspicion some of you have a person where you spoke truth. And somebody, a friend of a friend, may have told you were speaking the truth. Like I say, whereas someone's been holding on to this torch. But just watch out for that person who comes back around, because there's two here. One of these is done. It's over. It's finished. Yeah, the person who comes in and does the same thing creates chaos, conflict, and drama. And that they could be jealous too. This is the kind of person who wants you but doesn't want you. They can't make up their mind. They just kind of sneak their way in, right? And then sneak back out again, kind of energy. But they create drama. It's somebody here who does this. They keep doing this. So this is why I feel what you actually have is somebody coming in to take action. Now, whether they know this person or not, it's like there are two things going on. But there's definitely some karmic stuff going on. Yeah, and look what just come out. Hold on. It just flew out of my hand. Now I got to bring it out. I was shuffling and looked down. I was like, there it is. Because I was kind of expecting it. And it was the Page of Cups. Now, someone here who makes up a story and tells you what you want to hear, the excuses. See? So watch out for someone who manipulates. Because and if you don't see this and pay attention to the signs and the signals, like I say, be careful of that. The other person is going to be the person who I feel just comes in right. They've ended something here, and I can see a person has ended a situation. See, the end of chaos, conflict, drama. Yeah, you're going down the path, so I feel there's an energy of moving towards someone who's more compatible. Now, I feel you've got someone who creates drama because they make up stories, they manipulate, they never take responsibility for their own behavior. And this is something I feel you're going to know. Yeah, you've got someone who speaks truth. So there's a motherly energy here. Now this could be yourself being open to talk, communicate. See, waiting for someone to reciprocate. Waiting for communication. Some of you too, it's an energy of giving me give me something I can work with here. Someone throwing their hands up. See, I feel some of you are just giving up on this person. Now you have a person who speaks truth. They're more willing to cooperate and compromise. But I'll tell you what they're going to tell. They're going to speak truth about this energy, the chaos, the conflict, the drama, that this is somebody they weren't compatible with. So there's two things happening. Two scenarios. So just trust your intuition, your inner knowing. Okay? Someone here too, you got a person sneaky trying to figure out how you feel. So they went about it in a sneaky way. Now they could have tried to make you jealous too, to see if you'd chase after them, but you're not chasing. Okay? Don't chase. Yeah, you've got a person coming in who wears their heart on their sleeve. It's the Ace of Cups energy. So one of these people is offering you the big cup. They're emotionally mature. They speak truth. Now, it could be this person, maybe because of what they'd been through, they were skeptical. King of Swords can be skeptical. Maybe thought you were up to something, but they're finding out otherwise. So there it is. I see flowers. Look at that. The bouquet. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, someone's giving someone advice, I feel there's a need for an apology here, though. Like I say, I feel somebody kind of maybe hurt your feelings, where the other person I feel is really sketchy. So some of you got a person who may have hurt your feelings because of what they were dealing with. But this is over with this other person. It was over. So this is somebody finding something out here, and it's a shock. But I feel a pleasant surprise for one. The other one is you pulling the rug out, cutting someone out. So that's why I feel there's several things happening. Yeah, you can see the ring. Somebody coming around here. See, Ace of Wands. The one. Someone been holding a torch. Were you holding a torch for someone, or were they holding it for you? I think the other person still is the sketchy person. But again, if they don't get what they want, they'll just go back and do the same thing again and go to someone else. So, yeah, Seven of Swords, the communication. It's all going to be about how they communicate. So if it's someone who communicates the same way, they come in and kind of sort of apology, but not really. They don't really, it's not an honest, emotional apology, where the other person wears their heart on their sleeve. There's a difference between these two people. That's Temperance too. One of these is not like the other. And it's somebody who's seeing you in that energy, that you're not like their other person too. So, see, to me, it's looking like a karmic, two people ending karmic situations coming together. Yeah, things are being learned, doing things by the book. Ten of Swords. See, finding out there's a painful ending. And this is, I feel, yourself finding it out, maybe even shocked yourself about the other person. This is insane. This is one of these karmic situations at play. So you have an opportunity to connect with this person. Yeah, there's something of significance being learned that changes everything. How you may feel about one person, or how they feel about you, but not this other person. I really feel that you've got someone. Yeah, someone's being cut out. So you're going to cut somebody out here. But this other person, the truth is, they're cutting someone out because of cruelty. Last one. Yeah, you're going to be talking to this person, King of Swords, a conversation. See, they want to have a confirmation. They want to have a conversation about this, and it's something to do with this person. Like, I do feel there could be jealousy. They're trying to figure something out. They're determined to find out what's going on. Something's bothering them, or they found out something was bothering you. But they're going to have a conversation, because we have the two fish swimming in the same direction. So this is you and a person, soulmate connection. But I feel there's a friend of a friend. I think you got a person who is back and forth, keeping a secret here, who is back and forth between you and possibly somebody you know. And it may not be the case for everyone, but there's the Empress. See, we have the Emperor and the Empress coming together. You've taken your power back. You have healed. You have an Emperor who's healed and gotten over a karmic situation. You've both mastered all the elements of the kings and the queens. You both win. This is going to go in both of your favor. So it's all about the timing with that. See, it's something to do with the timing of this, divine timing. It's something meant to be. So some of you have a situation that's really meant to be, and one of these is not in your best interest. Okay. And if you don't have a situation like that, then it's going to be that masculine. But I'm telling you, I feel like both of you have been on this journey, and it's like you're going to come together with this person. It's all happening for a reason. There's the lessons being learned, the karmic energy, becoming the Emperor and the Empress. You both know your value. Yeah, it's all because of the tower. It was meant to be. Sometimes that tower has to come down. Shock, surprise. And then it's like that rebuilding, right? But you're doing it with somebody else, I feel. Yeah. So you're not going to budge in and give in to someone. And that's that energy of someone who's selfish, stubborn, stuck, and a person who's never going to change. Okay? So it could be somebody who was hurt by someone in the past, and that's how they treat other people because of it. They never trust. So they do things very sneaky. Yeah, see, there's an energy of 3, and I said somebody is being cut out. Now, it could be a masculine cutting someone out, or it's yourself making a choice. So this is an energy of 2 people choosing each other, but someone here isn't the one and someone is. And I feel that's not just for the feminine, but also the masculine, which is really interesting. This is like the most interesting reading I've done in a while, as far as these multiple energies coming into play, and it all happening at the right time. Divine timing is at play. Something's meant to be, a spiritual connection. So yeah, this is 2 people have come apart. See, coming apart, going separate ways, and 2 people coming together. So I feel like you've got this person who definitely, see the healing, the awakening. This is everybody waking up to this. I do see a judgment to let go of someone. Yeah. And it like I say, it's both of you. You've gone through this. It's a massive healing, awakening, being awake to this spiritual connection. Someone's going through that. Probably both of you have already, because the Emperor and Empress have already, they're already healed and let go of all these things that keep you stuck, keep you single. So do take care. I so wish you guys all the best. Just pay attention to the signs and the signals. If you got those X's or an X that comes back around, now this other person, they are someone I feel like you've connected with, maybe an acquaintance or someone through a friend. That'll probably be your Emperor, the right one. But you have to make, it's different for everyone, so choose very wisely. Okay? Somebody here just wants to be friends first, and I feel they're very comfortable with being friends first. And I think you're going to just keep it to yourselves until you see how it goes. But definitely someone's being cut out of the equation. Take care. See you soon.